Call of Duty, a game franchise that has gotten staler than a stack of crackers. Now, many fans chop this down to the futuristic setting in the past 3 games, and well, yeah, they're kind of right on that one. I'm not gonna lie, they're pretty spot on. But that's not the real reason. And when I say real reason, I mean the overarching reason on why the future setting isn't the problem. And the real problem is they go about the future in the wrong way. They're using the same future. Now you're probably asking yourself, what do you mean same future? It's the same. It's future. There's lasers. There's lasers. Look, there's a laser over there. It's lasers. There's moon. They're jumping. No, you see, in movies we've seen many takes on the future. We've seen what we've seen in Call of Duty, just very like slight differences. We're still basically same military shooter, except we now have lasers and spaceships and jumping, but they're failing to see that the future literally leaves you open to create anything. This is a writer's dream. This is why so many people in any literary field, where it comes to writing, art, whether it comes to freaking hell, even other game making, they love sci-fi. They love the future. Why? Because they get to turn it however they want to. To look at a film like Mad Max, that's the future, but it's wasteland. They could have done something like that for Call of Duty. It doesn't just need to be the futuristic jumping thing and then laser shooting thing and then high tech. It doesn't need to be that. It can be post-apocalyptic. Now the problem is that Call of Duty fails to keep experimenting. They do. They fail to experiment. They keep it safe with what they know. Oh, and what Activision knows. Activision knows, okay, games like Destiny, games like Halo, they are successful. Games like Titanfall, they are somewhat successful. Let's take everything we know from that and implement it. And the thing is, yes, those games are successful, but the thing is with Call of Duty, and the difference between Call of Duty and games like Titanfall, games like Destiny, and Halo, those games, they're spaced out releases. So you don't get sick of their future settings. You don't get sick of that. And some of the things that are cool in Halo, you have all the energy stuff, weapons, and the conflict between the Halo main guys. I don't really know. I kind of stopped playing Halo because it got boring. Halo, the humans versus the aliens. Destiny, you have this wide open world of, okay, not really wide open world, but you have a bunch of planets to explore. It's open world. And in freaking, what was the other one? Titanfall, you have the mech combat, which is really fun. And Titanfall is probably the closest thing to Call of Duty, and it's super fun at the futuristic setting. And the thing is, we get breaks in between their releases. Titanfall 2, the last Titanfall game, Titanfall 1, came out freaking, I think, 3 years ago, I want to say. That's a 3-year break. That is crazy long, and we're not sick of the Titanfall. Hell, we're getting ready. We're ready to hop into a new Titan, see what they have to offer us to improve on Titanfall 1. Because Titanfall 2 looks really fun, because it's similar to Titanfall 1, but they improved it, and they gave us time to digest it. Call of Duty, after you get close to digesting Advanced Warfare, bam, Black Ops 3, basically same thing except lower movement. I mean, just when you get finished digesting Black Ops 3, bam, Infinite Warfare, basically same thing, just a little less movement. People say the problem with Call of Duty is that we're not staying boots on the ground. I don't see that as the problem. The problem is every game feels the same. I feel like I'm looking at Black Ops 3 when I'm playing Infinite Warfare. At least when I played the beta. I did not buy Infinite Warfare. Infinite Warfare is the first Call of Duty game I have not bought on release since I started playing Call of Duty. I have all the Call of Duty games from COD 4 to Black Ops 3. And this is where I drew the line. Because I just felt bored by it. Because they cease to try to expand. You probably are saying, yes, they're expanding it. Look, futuristic, we're now going to space. We never went to space before. Except in Call of Duty Ghosts, on that one mission we went to space. And maybe we kind of did some virtual reality stuff in Black Ops 3. And yeah, we've never gone to space before. That's not the problem. The problem is, from a multiplayer perspective, when you limit yourself to the same basic sci-fi setting, all the maps feel the same. You can literally take any map from Black Ops 3, any map from Advanced Warfare, and put it in Infinite Warfare, and you would not feel any difference. You would not feel like this is out of place. You would not feel like this shouldn't be here, because all the maps look the same. And you cannot take a map from COD 4 and then put it into a game like Black Ops 1 and say it still feels the same. No, because as Black Ops 1, it was Cold War, Vietnam. And COD 4, that's Modern Warfare. Now, yes, interchangeableness has been shown with the Modern Warfare franchise. You can take any game from COD 4, put it into Modern Warfare 3. But that's because it's the same sub-franchise, it's the same Modern Warfare series. It's all just Modern Warfare. That's what it is. You see this when you remaster maps, which you need to have it fit the setting. You need to have it look the setting. Being like all the maps like Firing Range that got remastered into Studio from Black Ops 2. There wasn't a lot to change, but it was still a significant change. You had to change from how the map previously looked to now, and you feel different. You know you're playing the original map, but it feels different. Maps have certain feels to them, and you feel like you're in this studio. You feel like you're in Nuketown, and they all feel different because of the aesthetics. The aesthetics of Call of Duty have become so bland, and you're probably wondering what could they have done differently. I listened to an example before, Mad Max, how Steampunk, the Dishonored universe, the Borderlands universe, take inspiration from those. It was especially Wolfenstein. Imagine if they took stuff from Wolfenstein, a steampunk kind of style Call of Duty. I would freaking pay up the ass for a steampunk Call of Duty. Just take my money, Activision. Take my money. I would pay so much money, for a steampunk Call of Duty. You have no clue, because steampunk, you can literally make these crazy looking weapons, but then have them all do certain kinds of things, similar to freaking Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. You want to have a new futuristic AK? Guess what? Add some steampunk looking design to it, and bam, it looks different. Straight up, if you took Call of Duty Infinite Warfare and you gave it the aesthetics of a steampunk kind of Call of Duty game, a steampunk style war game, it would look and feel really different, and it will probably get more sales because it doesn't feel like the same game. It doesn't feel like the same kind of game. It doesn't feel like, oh, we're going into like the deep future and it's the same game every year. No, it feels different. Post-apocalyptic Call of Duty has never been touched upon, and when you're given a setting like the future where literally you can create the future, you stick to the same formula, and it's actually upsetting. This is why I love the Assassin's Creed series, because yes, it's the same Assassin's Creed concept every year. You play as an assassin, you learn to love the assassin, you fight the Templars. However, Assassin's Creed has the ability to go back in time and choose whatever time period they want and have it fit with Assassin's Creed. And yes, Assassin's Creed is limited because they're going to the past. Call of Duty is the fucking future! The motherfucking future! And they're failing to create and craft their own new future. Once again, I go back to it. Borderlands. Borderlands is such a fun game franchise. Honestly, if you guys have never played Borderlands, and get the Borderlands Handsome Collection, so you can get Borderlands the pre-sequel, I don't care, play Borderlands. It's such a fun game. Freaking Claptrap, you're my boy. But freaking, they just don't tap this market, and I don't understand why. The problem gamers are having with Call of Duty is that each game feels the same. There's a reason why they bundled Modern Warfare Remastered. They wanted you to they're freaking preying off your nostalgia because they know this game is the same. They know, literally, the game, I cannot tell the difference between Infinite Warfare and Black Ops 3. Let's go through the specialists. You got an Annihilator pistol, basically. You got a robot that shoots machine guns. You got freaking getting specialist abilities. These, like, with Steam, you can go invisible. You can go back in time. Hell, now you can go forward in time. Whoop-de freaking do. The characters have no personalities. It's just, Infinite Warfare is such a struggle. I want to like it. I want to say, hey, they tried. I may seem like a negative fucking Nancy when I come onto this YouTube channel and I ramble on, but I'm doing this because I love Call of Duty, and it saddens me that I cannot say I want to get Infinite Warfare, because I sat through Advanced Warfare and Black Ops 3, and the thing is, yes, Black Ops 3 does feel a bit different, mainly because of this drastic difference between the movement. I know, because I went back and played Advanced Warfare, and it was completely freaking different. It was a different feel. But the main problem with Call of Duty is it feels the same between Call of Duty, the Black Ops 3, and Infinite Warfare, mechanic-wise, and then overall look-wise. All three of the games look so freaking similar, and it's really upsetting that Call of Duty is given this huge open market of the future, and they just fail to tap it and do anything good with it. But that's just a thought from me. They're probably not going to listen to this. Nobody at Activision is probably going to see this. All I hope is that Activision, you're obviously going to stop the future after this. You're obviously going to have to stop it. I heard Sledgehammer might be making a Vietnam game. Sledgehammers, I trust you guys. I legitimately trust you guys to make this Vietnam Call of Duty game if you succeed with it. But for now, Infinite Warfare, you're kind of on my shit list. The only way I would get Infinite Warfare is when the prices drop to $25 or something. You know, Call of Duty Black Ops 3, like a few months ago, was at $25. It's actually insane. And I saw a video from, I forgot the guy's name, but he went to try to return Infinite Warfare on release date, and he could only get $25 store credit from GameStop. Like, what? Just, Call of Duty, Sledgehammer, I'm trusting you, but if you guys ever come back, like in 10 years, for the future, think broader than just sci-fi. Think post-apocalyptic, think Terminator. Like, wait, Terminator's kind of sci-fi. Alright, think like Borderlands, Dishonored, Steampunk. Just, you have the world in your hands. Craft it differently each year instead of the same. But anyway, let me guys know what you guys think of this in the comment section below. Do you think the problem with Call of Duty is how it's the same every year, or do you think it's just the future setting? I kind of took a little bit from both ends, but I want to know, is there an extreme or is it a combination of the few? Or just tell me what you don't like about Call of Duty and what Call of Duty has been doing. Just tell me all this in the comment section below. Anyway, I'm Striker. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will talk to you all later.